So, meditation for me has transformed my life. Meditation and finding my higher power. I have a lifelong history of addiction. It got really, really intense in the last 3 years, the last 3 years of it. I was addicted to meth. I had been using it daily for those 3 years. Prior to that, I had a 10-year period where I was using some drug daily. I had addictions to opiates, coke, crack, benzos, you name it. And pretty much anything you can be addicted to. I was addicted to it. But I was able to overcome this. I was able to overcome this lifelong, cycle of shame and ugliness that I thought that was how I wanted to live, or how I was meant to live. And then my higher power worked through me, and I was able to see that I didn't want to live that way anymore. Nobody wants to live that way. Behind every addict, there's a story, and unfortunately, it's usually a story of tragedy. And that's something I wish people would understand a little bit more. The common thought is, well, you took that drug, it's your fault. And yeah, we did take those drugs, but what were we trying to run from? What were we trying to cover? Why were we trying to change the way we felt? That's what really needs to be understood. I've thought about going into my whole story in this video, but I'm going to keep it short this time. I'm going to focus on how much meditation and finding my higher power has impacted my life. I was able to get clean after a lifelong drug problem. I was able to get clean in a few months. It requires a lot of work. It required detox. It required 2 rehabs, but I managed to stay clean. And if anyone knows, if anyone has been an addict or knows or is close with someone that has, you know that this is not an easy feat. The chances of someone getting clean after 1 rehab, less than 10%. My rehabs were consecutive. I went from one inpatient, which was a 28-day, to another one, which was supposed to be for 90 days. I left after 1 month because I couldn't stand that particular rehab center. But I managed, through meditation, through my meetings, through the 12-step meetings, and the friends that I've made through this journey, it is possible, and you can do it. Your son or your daughter or your husband or your wife or your best friend, they can do it. It's not easy, but they can do it. And meditation is a wonderful, wonderful way to achieve that, or at least head in the right direction. I am proof that it works. A few months ago, about 6 months ago, I was still a hardcore drug addict. And I thought that I wanted to live that way, honestly. When I'd hear stories of people that had been using meth for an extended period of time, like years and years, and they were still using it and barely functioning, but they were still alive, I would get excited and I would say, see, it is possible. It is possible to use meth your whole life and still function and still, whatever. I know that's not true now. But I thought that it was. And I guess my point is that in 6 short months, if someone can go from thinking they want to be a meth head for the rest of their lives and that's like an ideal way to live, to completely transforming. And now not only wanting to help myself with my addiction issues, but I want to help other people. I want to be a voice for people that don't have one. I want to shed light on addiction in our country and the absolute lack of resources. I want to make changes for our society, for the world, and I believe that we can do this together through group meditation. If you had a chance to check out that video in my video section, please do so, because it is possible. We can change the world if we come together. We can fight addiction, we can fight war, we can fight crime, we can fight all that negative shit that is bringing this world down, and we can prevail. We just need to come together to do it. I guess that's all I got this time. Thanks for listening. Thanks for your interest in my story. Please continue to follow the website. It's new. I'm going to be making a lot of changes, but really the ultimate goal here is to get together as humans and to meditate, whether it be in the park. I hope it can be in the park. It all depends on the weather in my area and the timing, but really it doesn't matter. We just need to come together. We need to come together. We need to focus on good. We need to step away from social media. We need to step away from the news. We need to step away from all this negativity, because when we give attention to negativity, that's what we're feeding. That's essentially what we're telling the universe we want, is this negativity, and that's not what we want. We've lived this way as humans for how long now, and we all know it's not working. We all know something has to change, because this world right now as it is kind of scary. So let's gather, let's meditate, let's change the world. We have the possibility, we have the opportunity, we have everything we need within ourselves, within our own minds, within our own hearts, and our own beings to positively change this world. And we can start now. So again, thanks for listening.